Dogecoin, bang, zoom, to the moon, Alice. I even have my Dogenaut t-shirt on with the fiat back logo. Doesn't matter. We're taking it to make it because we're straight mooning, dog. So we can plant our flag on the cheese satellite. Ever since your man Elon tweeted on April 28th that he would be on Saturday Night Live on May 8th, 2021, tomorrow, the price of Dogecoin jumped from 27 cents to 32 cents on April 28th, and it reached a high of 65 cents. Now it's like back at 61 cents, according to CoinGecko, which I list on my crypto spreadsheet that you can find at bit.ly/cryptsquad, CRYPSQUAD. We have it right here on the data tab. You can go ahead and find a link to CoinGecko. A number of you who are just finding me, you probably already know about this. If you're experts on Dogecoin, you got to remember, I just started getting involved with all this cryptocurrency stuff. However, as I told you, Elon Musk will be on Saturday Night Live. So a number of people think that the price of Dogecoin will start to moon afterward, or they're perhaps just pricing in the appearance of Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live already because it's already pumping. Look by how much this price has been up. It's practically more than doubled since he made that announcement. All right, so here's the thing. He'll be on there. He typically jokes about Dogecoin. Now, the main reason that I said there's promise in this coin is because more organizations have started taking it. So, being that there's more usability for it. Right now, the demand for this coin is surpassing its supply. However, what I do not like about this coin is that it has an unlimited supply. Unlike Bitcoin. Bitcoin is only 21 million Bitcoin. After that, there's no more Bitcoin. Therefore, it can't get inflated like the dollar. You just can't keep pumping out more dollars, which basically devalues the price of the dollar, which is why cryptocurrency is doing so well. So that's a major problem. Now, if I hear or I see that Elon Musk is announcing that he will start to sell Tesla and take Dogecoin in exchange for a sale of Teslas, then perhaps that's going to increase because if you don't know, I'm going to go ahead and let you know. And you don't have to ask somebody. Basically, take a look at the tab that I created for Dogecoin on our crypto spreadsheet. You got a few organizations. For instance, Mark Cuban, dear friend to my brother Brian Cuban, right? He announced that the MAV sales in Dogecoin have increased 550%. So they're taking Dogecoin in their stadiums. The Dallas Mavs has done more than 20,000 Dogecoin in transaction, making us the largest Dogecoin merchant on the planet. We thank all of you, right? So that's the good thing, that there are more organizations that are adopting the cryptocurrency. However, here's a big problem right here that a few people potentially haven't told you about. They keep saying, Joe, just jump in. I'm all in. Because I'm not all in as yet. However, what I do know is I got to pay attention because I'm going to show you why in a moment. Elon Musk on February 14th announced if major Dogecoin holders sell most of their coins, it will get my full support. Too much concentration is the real issue. In my opinion, I will literally pay money if they just void their accounts. So what I did was I hit this website called BitInfoCharts, if I'm not mistaken. I got it all listed, all these tools that I'm using. Yeah, BitInfoCharts. And I took a look at the Dogecoin allocation. In other words, the way that the coin is distributed among all the addresses that actually hold this coin. So if you take a look, the richest Dogecoin wallet holds 28.37% of all Dogecoin in existence. That means it's very centralized, okay? As opposed to, for instance, the allocation of Bitcoin, where the richest address holds 1.13% of all Bitcoin in existence. Furthermore, if you take a look at the top 100 wallets hold, take a look. If you look at right here, where it reads some 67.10% of all these coins. So if these whales decide to dump Doge, it could send the price of the coin into Hades, baby, basically. Understand what I'm saying? So that's a risk that you could take. However, the thing is, my key thing is you got to pay attention to what's happening right now in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. All right? Take a look at this one chart that I like to show you. By the way, this is CryptWork. This is a place where there's a website where you can find which organizations are actually taking Dogecoin as a form of payment. And there's also a petition with 219,618 signatures that are calling for Amazon to accept Dogecoin as a payment method that may very well increase the usability of this coin, increase the price of this coin. So those are good things that are happening for this thing. Again, the problem is that there's an unlimited supply of this coin. Air Baltic is the first airline, the leading airline in the Baltic region, and it accepts Dogecoin. However, they're heavily involved in the crypto space, into NFTs, etc. They take Bitcoin. I think they were the first major airline to take Bitcoin as a payment. I'm not sure if any other airlines take Bitcoin as a payment, but the reason that I'm paying attention to this, you know that I'm always talking about grants, etc., and the Paycheck Protection Program. Like I told you, I dropped the VeChain video about a month ago where I took a deep dive into VeChain, take a look at the founders, take a look at all these things involved with VeChain. Look, I threw like $600 towards it because I didn't have enough time to perform enough research, but I did realize that it was indeed a real company. So I'm like, you know what? Let's throw 600 bones to see what happens. Not my rent money. Remember, none of this is financial advice, by the way. You shouldn't be getting financial advice from anybody on YouTube that's not showing you any credentials. I put $600 towards this thing, and look, now it's like at $2,400. Well, most of it actually. I also got some money in BNB and BTC, and what happens is when you buy VeChain, they give you this VThor, so you're like staking, you're getting like interest back in another chain, in a related token. Take a look at how much I bought it right here, right? I'm just smacking myself silly because I didn't buy any more. Look, take a look. I bought it at. Wait, that's the total amount. Okay, right here. The average price that I paid was 5 zeros at 0.5 and 1, right? You take a look at the price of VeChain now. Right here. It's 5 zeros and 4. So it basically went up 4 times. All right, $2,400. Most of it $2,400, like $2,300 or so. This is the website, by the way. And again, I list all of this information on the bit.ly Crypt Squad spreadsheet. Just like I went ahead and published a spreadsheet for all the grants and all the business information resources. Again, I'm about getting money. My thing, I didn't make my business by getting funded by the federal government, getting funded by grants, etc. I did it by generating revenue. And again, it comes through the information, the absorption of that information, and the execution of it. So I'm developing a whole new spreadsheet where I will list as many information resources that I can find on cryptocurrencies. I got one on VeChain and this one now on Dogecoin. Now, I'm not telling you to do anything. You do what you want. I'm not invested in Dogecoin myself. Ideally, if I would get into Dogecoin, I would want it to pull back some because it's pumped like crazy. So it's like at what? 61 cents. Everyone's talking about that it may go to $1, $5. And listen, I'm all for that. If it goes to that extent and it makes other people richer, absolutely. The only thing is, of course, I got to be responsible with mine. I'll probably take a look at a pullback, or perhaps, I'll just throw a flyer at it like I did at VeChain. Throw the amount of money that I know I can lose, and my kids will still be fed. So don't throw any more money than you can lose at this thing. That's one thing that I'll tell you in that regard. Now, the good thing about cryptocurrency right now is that this right here, it's called Bitcoin dominance. It's by how much the price of Bitcoin dominates. It basically tells you how dominant Bitcoin is in regards to its pricing and the pricing of the rest of the cryptocurrency market. That's as simply as I could put it. I mean, I'll keep dropping it. Like I said, I'm still learning this stuff myself. So that's the way I understand it. Right now it's at 45.87%, right? So it's pretty low right now, okay, in respect to where it was on December of 2020. 70. That's why you got all these people talking about, wow, these coins are going to the moon, etc. That's why VeChain went up that amount of money. I mean, and it's only been a short amount of time. It hasn't been like a month. March 23rd. So a little over a month ago. And this thing went up. I've never enjoyed that much of a percentage gain in the stock market that quickly. And for a solid organization. This is like a blue chip coin right here. This is something where now that I have more of an understanding of how the cryptocurrency ecosystem and these markets work, I see that this is a coin that has a high chance of never going to zero because it's a real organization. They've got blockchain as a platform, and they've got all these companies that are using the technology, BMW, Walmart. That's just to name a few. So right here, this is the founder. You got to take a look at the founders of these coming out. This thing started off as a joke, Dogecoin. And Bitcoin was kind of like a joke too. When was it? The first transaction was recorded. It was like 10,000 Bitcoin for a pizza pie from Papa John's. So people, they weren't taking it seriously back then. It was fractions of a penny. That's how this thing started off. The only problem, difference again, there's no limit to its supply. Bitcoin's mission was, listen, there's a limit to its supply, therefore, it's not going to inflate. This can inflate. There's like 106 billion Dogecoin, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and take a look at the real stat right here. You go to CoinGecko, and you see, look, circulating supply, 129 billion circulating supply. And this number can go up, right? I've listed the Dogecoin founders' 10 commandments. Be kind, generous, lighthearted. Don't ever stop making funny pictures and videos. Okay, so just going back to the Bitcoin dominance, it's at 45% right now, right? Take a look at where it was during the last bull market. It was at around 45% right when it started to drop even more. That means that money is going out, coming out of Bitcoin, and is flowing into altcoins. Altcoins are any cryptocurrencies that are not Bitcoin, basically. So around 2018, as you can see right here, around that same time, January 2018, you see all these altcoins, all of these lines on the bottom, they represent altcoins like Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Ripple, USDT, ADA, Cardano. See all these numbers, they're all going up right here. See, they all went up. That was the bull market, the last bull market. And then as the price of, as Bitcoin dominance began to increase, then the prices of altcoins began to drop and move sideways. And then we're back at the point where Bitcoin dominance is dropping. You see Ethereum rising, Dogecoin, etc., and all the rest of the altcoins. So now is a good time to start to pick your winners. And as far as I can see, it looks very easy because it's like you either pick one and make a certain amount of money, and you pick another one and you make more money, or you make a little less but you're still making money. It's like you're never seeing losses with these investments. And again, you don't have to start, I'm going to throw everything at it. I'm going to throw next month's mortgage money. No. Just start with a few $100, a few $1,000, whatever it is. I'm going to start pumping some more money into this thing. Like I told you, if you've been watching any of my previous videos, I put down like $400 in change around 2-3 years ago into Bitcoin. That turned into like $1,600. I threw some at VeChain, put some money, I think, in my wife's account, and it's just been going up. I only took a loss. I actually took a loss at $400 because I bought something called Steam because I wanted to promote this channel right here. That coin tanked. Then it went up right before I sold it because I sold it and I kept on putting the money back into Bitcoin. Based on my experience, I traded a couple of stocks, made a couple of thousand last year. When the price of a stock typically pumps before a major event such as an earnings announcement, the market typically prices in the gains during the earnings or the benefit of that event to the stock, to the company prior to that event. And then what happens is all the whales, everybody that's holding the stock prior to the event, they dump it right there, and then the price of the stock typically drops. So that's what may very well happen with Dogecoin. They potentially have already priced in the Saturday Night Live appearance of Elon Musk, and once that happens, they may just start to sell everything off, and then the price may drop. I don't know nonetheless. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. It may definitely just pick up from there. Even if it drops a little bit, because it's pumped like crazy right now. Even if it drops a little bit, does not mean that the coin is dead. It may drop a little bit, may pull back some, and then it may just keep on hitting the moon, baby. Bang, zoom.